Remember, this is not medical, financial, or romantic advice. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. We are back to Sebastian, Strangers official video. This came out 2 days ago. I believe it is his own original song that he has put out. And I guess there's an album. From the album 100 Times Around the Sun. Maybe I could react to that one if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments. But I have reacted to Guy before. Just a few times here and there. Oh, where's a tab? Go to my channel here. I'll have a playlist at the end so you guys can watch those videos if you're interested. Yeah, Get It Done was the previous one a month ago. Please Forgive Me, his cover of that song by Bryan Adams was incredible, as well as Battle Scars. I think that's winning so far, but who knows, maybe the song will top it. So we're about to get into it immediately. So grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's begin.
I saw you again at the game last night. I smiled and I waved as I passed you by. Was almost as though we had nothing in common. But I know you hate flowers 'cause they make you sneeze. And you know when I'm drunk I talk in my sleep. It's almost as though we've completely forgotten that we went from nights under covers to only each other's, to only forever will do. Yeah, you knew me down to my deepest, my dreams and my secrets. There was no me without you. Oh, how can you go from a soulmate to someone I don't even know? Strangers to lovers, to suddenly strangers again. So if we're not friends and not enemies, then what do we do with these memories? 'Cause I can't pretend like they never happened. The truth is I'm looking at you the same, trying to get through this change. Am I the only one going insane? 'Cause we went from nights under covers to only each other's, to only forever will do. Yeah, you knew me down to my deepest, my dreams and my secrets. There was no me without you. Oh, how can you go from a soulmate to someone I don't even know in the end? We went from strangers to lovers, to suddenly strangers again.
Cut there. Woo! It's a wrap.
Yes.
Ice cold. That was a really nice touch at the end. Having her seem like she was really in it, even after they were done filming and everyone's like, okay, you know, that's a wrap. Let's, you know, kick it back. What are we going to do now? And she's still like stuck in the moment. It makes everything feel even more real. first things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I have a link of the original video down in the description below. Guy Sebastian's songwriting reminds me a bit of James Blunt, right? Sure, you guys have heard of him. Incredible. I think underrated. Both of these guys underrated. And he makes it like so vivid. You just instantly connect with it, right? I wasn't even to even put up the captions or anything. I usually do just to have the words, but I could understand everything he was saying and how smooth he is with the words, taking you from like one sentence to the next. It's a really nice melody, although of course melancholic, right? Melancholic? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Wow. We went from strangers to lovers, back to strangers. It's such a like a big topic, right? And it's a bit overwhelming if you're living through it, right? You know, you get to know someone. First, you're strangers, right? You don't know the other person. Then you encounter them and you're like, okay, you start talking. That's fine. And then you really get into it and you're like, oh, well, now we're dating. Then now we're going out, we're a boyfriend and girlfriend, we're in a relationship, and things seem to be so joyful to, you know, we know each other so well, we've been through this, right? We have formed a repertoire, we have memories together, stuff like that, experiences. And then things, maybe they take a turn and you kind of start like fading away from each other, falling apart, right? Getting distant until you're back to being strangers. But he says, like, I can't just, you know, delete the memories. You don't just forget, right? What am I supposed to do with, you know, with what we experienced with this chapter of our lives and what we lived through? He's so good at conveying that. And it's something that, my God, it's a topic that you have heard in music so many times, but his way of doing it is really clear. And this is what I'm saying. He's really a great songwriter. And then not just that, but turning it into a real good song with the melody, with the catchy tunes, with his voice, the emotion. If we think about it, there's nothing really outside the ordinary with the song, right? There's nothing like, oh my God, he invented this new sound, or he did this, or new technique, or whatever. Not really. He's just doing everything the right way, like really solid. And that's all it takes to make a hit, right? Also paired with that music video, I think the acting here is super great, especially by the protagonist here, the lady. He's in the back of the bus. That's such an interesting thought, right? Whenever you're on a bus in a place and you're listening to music, you feel it very present. But actually imagine having the musician like there with you, just, you know, in the background, like a fly on the wall, playing the actual song that you're listening to in your head. That's kind of a cool thought, right? And man, her expression is really the way she changes. Look at that, from really happy, joyful to aloof, depressed, like deep in thought. She's a really good actress. And this moment right here, right, when she sees the guy, her ex, with another person, oh man, that feeling. I mean, who hasn't been there? That's kind of devastating. And at the same time, they're shaking hands, they're celebrating. Yeah, we filmed it, good shot, you know, let's wrap it up. Everyone gets out of the bus. And this is this concept is actually really cool, unexpected, right? They could have ended the video even with her celebrating with the rest of the crew, right? But they wanted you to get like that feeling stuck all the way to the end. So it kind of ends very gloomy in a sad way, but that is the whole point of the song, right? Strangers. Man, so you really kind of feel for her. But oh man, his singing on point. The way the video is shot, the slow motion just never fails, right? It's such a common technique, but it's really strong. Whenever you see something in slow motion, it just has the effect. And then you go back to him. Look at this, such a like a dreamy moment, right? With the sunset, those beautiful bright colors, kind of loving, romantic colors. Even they're having the time of their lives, and then all of a sudden, bam! It just ends. It sucks. Really good song though. And guys, if you have more suggestions for Guy Sebastian, please comment, hit the like. Feel free to join my Patreon for free, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.